Welcome to another edition of the People's Political Outlet. This show is designed to give our community members a voice and a way to get their concerns out to their community, as well as finding a way to solve the problem. Today, I'd like to introduce to you some of our special guests. Ladies, would you introduce yourself?
Elvira.
Maria Garris.
Okay, so ladies, tell me just exactly why you're here today. What's the problem in the community?
Well, that the pool was, we want to keep the pool open year round.
And which pool is that?
Humphrey, Hubert Humphrey,
Hubert
and
Humphrey's
Pacoima.
pool. Okay. What's the pool mean to you?
My daughters have learned a lot to swim there, and they're in a swim team. So, and the coaches are wonderful coaches. That I like that pool a lot.
Oh, is it?
And it means
I'm sorry.
a lot. No, go ahead.
And the training in Humphrey is wonderful. I mean, my daughter, whenever she talks about Humphrey, it means a lot to her. She's been there. She's there 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
7 days a week and 3 hours every day. I mean, I go, I get my chair, I sit, and everybody knows me. My daughter does junior lifeguard, water polo, and swim team. In swim team, she's been improving so much. She can do 50 yards in 28 seconds.
So let me ask you this. Health-wise, what does swimming do for the human body?
Keep it healthy.
Keep it healthy and shape.
Keep it healthy. I mean, their mind,
They are doing exercise.
sharp.
Oh, so what kind of exercises?
Your whole body. You are in the water, so you are using almost all your muscles.
Mm-hmm. And attitude, what does it do for the attitude?
Wonderful. Positive, always.
They have a positive attitude. They have a stronger attitude, not negative or so. They love it, being in the water, that it helps them out. They stay happier.
Speak to me about relationships.
At Humphrey, you are a family. You get to know the other parents. You become a family. You get to see them through the summer. Some will go through the fall. And you become a great big family there. The coaches are wonderful. I used to come from Glendale. I now moved to North Hills. I'm closer to Humphrey because this is our pool. And I'm hoping to stay there, and I'm hoping that it stays open later, because they used to stay open till 8 o'clock, and now they close it at 6. And I hope it stays open year-round.
Mm-hmm. And your thought?
Well, I come from Tahanga. You see, it's a little bit far. But my daughter loves this pool. She does exercise there. Like I said, swimming, junior lifeguard, water polo. And while she does the exercise, I also can go around the park and walk. And whenever I see some troublemakers out there, I will open my mouth and tell them that they're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what kind of stuff, right?
Right. Do they listen to you?
Oh yeah. I mean, one time I went for a walk and I saw 5 kids, and I got so upset because the playground was right next to them, and kids were playing there. And I have to tell them, hey, can you see it? There's kids right there. And they say, I'm sorry. So they stopped doing whatever they were doing. So us as a parents, we really involved in what our kids does. So we always watch the neighborhood. And I'm not the only one that goes for a walk around the park. There is more parents.
Well, that's great, because, you know, sometimes you hear the word about Pacoima like, oh, it's a bad place.
Yes,
and,
yes.
you know, there's
Yes.
all these people that don't care. But it seems to be that when you are involved, and because gang member or not, everybody's a human being.
Correct.
And when they get to know you in the community, then a level of respect comes with that as well. Have you had that experience?
Yes. I mean, it's Humphrey is just wonderful. When it stayed open till 8 o'clock, the park was open till 12 midnight. You can go watch a movie, do activities with your kids. My kids even took an acting class free, and they feed us Wednesday through Saturday.
Food is always a good thing.
So no, it's a very nice place.
Okay. What experience have you had?
Oh, positive experience. All of them. All of them. I mean, we come to Humphrey and to the lifeguards, I will bring snacks and to some other kids. And I always see happy kids there. Very happy.
Okay, well, you know, something too, I've heard that schools use the pool as well. Can you maybe tell the audience how the schools participate in the pool and why?
I know that Kennedy does, sorry. I know that Kennedy does use that pool. It's like their home where they go practice over there. And they use that facility a lot.
Now, is that because they don't have a pool at their school?
They don't have a pool at their school.
I see. So that's...
They do use
okay.
Humphrey.
Okay. And what were you going to say?
Scuba divers. They use that pool on Sundays. I seen them. Scuba divers and the center next door, next to Humphrey, they use the pool also.
And Silmar High also uses that pool.
So then, would it be safe to say that if this pool closes, it's going to not only affect the young people that live just in Pacoima, but it's going to outreach to other cities, surrounding cities that utilize that pool for their own swimming needs?
Oh, it's going to affect. And I hope it doesn't close, and I hope it stays open later because I like that pool. And now that they close it at 6, I don't go swimming, so I lost my exercise.
Wow.
You know, a good thing that is I noticed on my daughter is after she does 3 hours of exercise there in the pool, she will go home and read and do some extra homework that she will have to do. I don't see her tired. And you will say 3 hours is a lot. No.
So it gives her energy.
You give her energy.
You should go see these kids when they're doing that workout. They go back and forth like 20, 30 times.
Yes.
It is wonderful to see those kids working out.
And other thing that if this pool becomes seasonal pool, the coaches will move to a different pool. Of course, they have to find a job, right? And we would like to keep the same coaches.
We need to save
every
our
year.
coaches.
I mean, they are friends.
They are more than friends. They really care for these kids. They make you feel welcome when you come back for the next season. Oh, you're back, and they give you a beautiful hug. This pool is wonderful. Being Pacoima, it is a wonderful pool.
So there's a lot to be said about family.
Yes, there is.
Community.
Yes, there is.
And just genuinely people caring about each other.
Yes. These coaches do care for your kids, and they know their strength, what they're weak, and they will work with them.
And so, what does this mean for the children years to come from now? Do you think that they would also come back to give back, you know, helping to teach other youngsters?
Oh,
yes.
Yes. Well, my daughter, she's 11 years old. She's doing junior lifeguard. So they have to do 5 hours so that they have to put into the junior lifeguard staff. And she started helping the coaches. So, and this is what they're supposed to do. So in the future, they will become junior lifeguards. I mean, lifeguards.
Okay.
So it's just like, a chain?
Okay. So it just continues to move forward and helping on all kind of levels.
And one of the lifeguards said, you know, I used to, I learned swimming here, and now I am a lifeguard. So and that money that they make, they help them to for college.
Yeah, I'm hoping mine will go to the Olympics.
Hey, my daughter too.
Hey, wouldn't that be great to know that we had people that came right from this community?
Yes.
To make it to the
make
Olympics?
it all the way, and because we have those wonderful coaches, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes, it would.
Okay, well, on that note, we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we have a couple other people from the Hubert Humphrey Community Pool that have a word to say as well. We'll be right back. Okay. So.
Okay.
If you didn't know, neighborhood councils were created to help improve your communities. We have funds available for projects that are important to you. We also have the ability to bring other resources provided by the city. So be part of the solution and become a member of your local neighborhood council.
Hey, you ever thought about video production? What about audio production? Well, listen, we got it. All the way down to the cameras, to the shooting, all the way down to the editing. Oh, not to mention we also have lighting classes too. Also audio classes, you guys. Can't miss that. Mixing, mastering. Yeah, we'll show you how to engineer, you guys, all in Pro Tools. I'm talking about just like the big dogs do it, where you're able to do music production also. Work the MPC. I'm talking Reasons and Fruity Loops. Hey, you know how Kanye does it, right? Or should I say Lil Weezy?
Lil Weezy, we can show how we get it, show how we get right into it, show how we get it.
Okay, that's enough, guy. Thanks a lot. Anyhow, if you want to go ahead and get in touch with us, you can reach us at area code 818-890-5082. Our company name is Heroes of Life. Our address is 11243 Glen Oaks Boulevard, Pacoima, California, 91331.
We're back. Welcome to another edition of the People's Political Outlet. If you're just joining us, we have a number of people from the Pacoima community who are really concerned about the possibility of closing the Hubert Humphrey swimming pool. At this point, we have a couple new guests with us. You want to introduce yourselves?
Yes, I'm Magdalena Zavala. I'm 42 years old. I used to be a lifeguard there.
Hello, my name is Ariana Rojas. I'm 15 years old, and I'm a student from John F. Kennedy, and this is my first year swimming in Humphrey Pool during the summer.
Okay, can you tell me just a little bit about what you do at the pool?
First thing that I do in the pool, once I go every day, at 3 I always go to my junior lifeguard, my lessons for my junior lifeguard. At 4 we have water polo practice.
Well, tell me, what is junior lifeguard?
Basically in junior lifeguard, it's a class where they teach us exactly what are the new things or what exactly you have to do, the strokes, the lessons, the way you're supposed to teach.
Okay.
Or help or protect the people or a person or a victim, a person who is struggling, how to breathe when a person needs help, how to rescue them, or what exactly you need to do when somebody is being fainted or when a person is exactly like unconscious, what exactly you have to do. Or basically when you're in junior lifeguard, you have to have so much condition because you never know at what point when a person is going to drown or is gonna have some point like a concussion or is gonna have bleed or is gonna be bleeding.
Okay, well the fact that we're in California and we're surrounded by water, and they always talk about the big earthquake that's going to hit. Do you think it's important that everyone should know how to swim?
I think it's important that many people should learn how to swim because it's fun. And it will give you a new idea how exactly it is, and a new way to find out how it feels like to have that condition, or how to. And it helps you to understand to face that fear, a fear of water. If you don't know how to swim, it will give you an idea of that you could face your fears, that you could do anything, and that once you're swimming, you won't be scared because you're already gonna be able to know exactly exactly what you're supposed to do, and it will give you an idea and not be able to be scared anymore.
Okay. Give me your perspective of what might happen to the high school's swim program should the pool close.
Well, you know, I've been there for years. Like I said, I was a junior lifeguard before. I actually, like she was, I was a lifeguard as a pool manager for years. So I grew up there. My brothers grew up there, and they did the sports there. That kept people out of trouble. It really did keep kids out of trouble. Everybody knows sports is good for kids.
Right.
Okay, so by this pool closing, you're going to have kids who don't have anywhere to go, don't have anything to do, time on their hands. That's the last thing you want to do for kids, is give them extra time with nothing to do. This is perfect. They go to swim, they're on a routine, they know they have to do what they have to do, they know they have to keep up the grades, Because if you don't keep your grades up, like any other high school sport, you lose it. And kids, that's what they do. They keep their grades up. And by keeping the grades up, they become good students, good adults, productive people when they get out of high school. And this is what this pool does. It makes productive people.
Are there other people that have the same feeling that you all have?
Oh yes, many people. The whole community. I know of at least 10 people in my family alone that went through the pool system. They work for the city pools. And now their kids swim. So my family is 5, my wife's family is 6. They all were lifeguards. So what does that tell you? It took 2 families and basically paid for the college. Not all of it, but paid for some of their college. And now they have their kids. So there's a lot of people out there that really would miss this pool if it's to close.
Okay, well, I didn't want to say anything, but our camera crew actually videotaped some of the concerns from other people in your pool family.
Okay. Yeah.
So right now, let's take a look.
You know what? I'm a parent that's been here. I've been a lifeguard 20 years ago. I grew up as a lock attendant. This pool, Humphrey Pool, actually put me through school, college, made me the person I am today. I met my wife there, brought my kids back there now to swim. This pool means a lot to just to me, but to all these parents here. So please do not close our pool. If you, it's been a year-round pool forever. And for as long as I know, they've been trying to close it. Now they're getting close to it, and we ask you, please do not let them close it.
I have 4 kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, and especially my older son, he swims year-round. He's in the pool, he's committed, he's dedicated because that's his passion. And if you close it, I mean, I'm sure he's not the only one that's in it. In November, in December, in the spring, I'm sure there's other people that are there, and this is important because this is their dream. If it were to close, because this is the only pool that would be open, I mean, what would happen to a dream of a child and many other children that do go to it? And so, ask myself, for my kids, and for all the other kids and the parents, you know, keep it open and keep a dream alive.
Humphrey's Pool. I have 2 boys, and we just love it. It's our first year at the community pool. And what people are not aware of, the off-season is used by special needs kids that don't want to come in the busy season. They're a little bit more comfortable. We moved to the community with a teenager, and it's been a good way for him to meet friends because he doesn't attend school in the community. It's a great way for the kids to remain fit. They're strong, they love it. The lifeguards at Humphreys are just fantastic. They're a great bunch of lifeguards, and we just love it. Please really consider and find funding because we greatly need it. It's just really, we need this pool in our community. So please really reconsider. Thank you.
Hello. Hola, mi nombre es Anabela Rodríguez. Yo tengo 2 niños. A los 2 les fascina nadar. El primero, el más grande, padece de asma y el nadar le ayuda bastante a él a controlar su asma. La pequeña es niña con retrasos y una de las actividades que a ella le fascina hacer es nadar. La única actividad que a ellos les encanta es nadar y por lo tanto a mí me gustaría que la piscina siguiera abierta porque no es solamente para los niños que tienen sueños, sino también es para los niños que se divierten haciéndolo y que disfrutan nadar. Gracias.
Well, this is my first year swimming, and I started from Kennedy High School. We actually use the Humphrey Pool as our own home pool, and ever since from first season of water polo till this summer, it has just been an amazing experience, and that pool alone has become a big part of not only my life, and also many of my teammates' lives. And that pool is just like one big place where not just friends hang out, where family can hang out as well. Where anybody can just go there, swim for us, well, until it closes, but as long as they want.
I'm Daisy, and I'm speaking on behalf of Sylmar High School and Kennedy High School. I used to go to Sylmar, and we would swim there for practices, and I go to Kennedy, but it's the same pool, and we still practice there. And this is my senior year coming up, and it sucks to know that if the pool's getting closed down, we're not going to have a swim team anymore, and not just for Kennedy, but also for Sylmar. And like, I know a lot of swimmers on both teams and how everyone's just passionate about swimming, and this means a lot to us. And without swimming, we don't really do anything. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? I don't know how to do anything else. So this pool means a lot to us and the rest of my teammates and the school in general and our coaches. And we'd really appreciate it if Humphrey stayed open for everybody.
Hello, my name is Jose Gomez, and I am a concerned constituent like many others that are with me here. And we wanted to ask you guys to help support Hubert Humphrey in order to maintain it open for year-round as a year-round pool. It has many great options for students that go to Kennedy and both Sylmar to practice swim team and water polo. Also, for me, that personally, I go to a charter school and we don't have many teams, but yet Humphrey allows me to do water polo and swim team when I have nothing to do at my charter school. So please come and help us and support Hubert Humphrey Pool.
My name is Lorena, and Humphrey is very special to me, and it's very special to all of us because it's our home away from home. It's where we are all the time. I'm there all the time. You know, I'm really passionate about swimming, and I knew that this was something that I've always wanted to do. And being there, I've grown so much, not just as a swimmer, but as a person. And all of us have, we've all learned something and taken something with us every day that we go home. You know, we take home great experiences, and you know, I swim and I play water polo for Kennedy, and if we lose this pool, there's going to be no team in my high school, and I just can't imagine that because I'm really passionate about what I do, and you know, I really am committed, and I love this pool. I love everyone. They're my family. And it would just really suck because not just for me, but all the younger ones, we would lose so much to learn and more to gain.
Okay. Hi, my name is Maria Garras. I have a child here. She's 11 years old. She's been a Humphrey since she was 7 years old. And for the last 2 years, she joined junior lifeguard, water polo, and swimming. She's doing great. And she loves to come over here because this is like a family thing. A family thing. She wants to be here 7 days a week. And we love this pool. My child loves this pool. And we come over here all the way from Tahanga. I'm the only one who comes from far away because there is no other pools close by that is open year round. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Armando Snell. I started swimming here 4 years ago. That's where I learned how to swim. And I stayed around year-round because of the people that were there. I really grew to love all of the people that I swam with, and I love the lifeguards there. They really gave me attention, you know. It wasn't like where I went to some other pools later on when I got a little faster, I had to leave to another pool, and they would tell you, you know, they would give you whatever you had to do, and then you were done. But then you would come to Humphrey, and the people there really cared about how you were, and you would come and you would make friends with all the lifeguards, and you would make friends with all the people that were there, and you really grew like a bond with them, and it was like your second home, and they were like family to you, you know. And I would always come back. I would stay in the fall and the winter, even though it was like so cold outside, and I would swim in the rain because they were my family, and I really loved the sport. And I loved it because of where I was swimming, because of Humphrey. I would go to so many other pools and it's not the same. I love swimming, but I grew to love it because of Humphrey, and I really, I would hate it if if my second home is closed, so please don't close it.
Please don't close the school, and I want to swim my life in there, because that's my second home from there. And I don't want to leave that pool because we're leave.
Save our pool! 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 Save our pool!
All right, we're back. That was pretty impactful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Can you tell me, how long have you been at the pool, and tell me some of your experiences?
I've been at the pool, like I said, I grew up there. 24 years I've been around that pool. 24 years. And I've seen it when it's been at its lowest, which I mean lowest is Humphrey boys used to run that pool, a gang. And anybody who knows that facility knows they used to run that pool. Now it's a family-oriented pool, park. The facility is beautiful. Now, if you take the pool away, you're going to bring the bad element back. Not only the pool's not going to be there, all these other programs aren't going to be there either, because people are not going to want to go to that park.
So tell me, what happened in the past that allowed the community to win the pool back and win the hearts of the Humphrey boys?
You know what? When I was there, a lifeguard, we had a pool manager named Carlos Gonzalez. He still works for the city. He got the idea, let's give these guys something to look forward to every day. Besides writing on walls, graffiti, destruction. Let's give them jobs. As long as they can pass the test, we'll give them jobs. So we had lock attendants. They were Humphrey boys. So by doing that, the Humphrey boys respected the Humphrey boys. So they left everybody alone. The community was happy. No fights, no shootings. That's what used to happen back then. Now everybody had a job. Everybody had something to do. Pride. So as right now, I know there's two people right now that one's become a director. His name is Ramon. He came out of the Humphrey boys and is a park director right now.
Wow.
So
that's a wonderful transformation.
Yeah. So
wonderful transformation. What is your thought? I'll start with you. What is your thought if the pool closed? What do you think would happen?
Well, if the pool closes, we wouldn't be able to swim anymore. We wouldn't exactly have that free time in the summer to be with like our friends, with new teammates, people, with the coaches who would always be there. Because without the coaches, we wouldn't be able to learn, and we wouldn't be able to understand like how exactly we have to work hard to exactly get to a point we want to achieve or experience or make like a new progress to achieve for our future. And without it, we wouldn't be having a team for our Kennedy High School. We wouldn't be able to swim because that was the only pool where we would practice every day, come out at 6th period, and we would directly go to pool and we would practice, and we would ask the lifeguards if they could help us, give us some tips, and what could they give us or tell us what could we do better to become a better swimmer, or what exactly we need to do better our stroke, what's a good way to help us manage to think positive or not give up when we're having like a hard time and doing our strokes, or when we're struggling.
Okay, so let me ask you, have you or any of your teammates ever thought about becoming good enough to go into the Olympics?
Oh yes. One of my good friends, she's when we would always go to practice, I remember she would always go to the end of the weekends and she would practice her butterfly, her freestyle, her backstroke, her breaststroke, every stroke, and my brother too. And they would always go, and mostly my friends from John F. Kennedy people, they would go during the weekends and they would practice on their water polo too. And I remember that every time she says, I'm going to make it, I'm going to go, I'm going to reach it out to the Olympics or make it. And for right now, today, one of my good friends, George, even told me that without the pool, he was not going to be able to know or experience how it feels like to go to the Olympics. Because he wants to, and I see that every day he goes to practice because he does water polo and swim team with me, and he actually tries because he goes in with our swim coach and he actually tries, and he always asks me, oh, can you tell me exactly what I'm gonna do, what I need to do? Like, he asks for help and he always wants to do better.
Wow. And so we're running out of time, but we're going to wrap this up. I just want to ask you, can you tell me quickly, if the pool closed, what would the condition of the pool wind up looking like?
Oh, I mean, if the pool were closed, it would basically turn into a wall of graffiti. It really would. People would throw trash in there. People would vandalize. I mean, because people would say they're not keeping it open, so they don't care about us. So why would we care about the facility? And you don't want that. You want people to say, "That's my pool. I take pride in my pool."
Right.
And we go there every day. And there's a lot of kids who, like her, I'm pretty sure she's going to be a lifeguard. I can almost guarantee you she's going to be a lifeguard, and she's going to make money enough to go to college. And that's what I wanted for my kids, too. That's a perfect way. I told my kids when they were young, hey, this is the way you want to go because it's a good job, they pay good money, and you can go to college, and you can pay for it.
All right, so as we're wrapping up, tell me one thing that would have to take place to save the pool.
The city council and the state would have to basically look at the people you saw in our video and say, look, those people matter. They matter. They're constituents. They vote. They're there. Our city council represents us, and that's them telling you we want the pool open.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to send a camera crew to follow the steps that you're making to change the situation.
Okay.
So I'd like to thank you both for coming out. Thank you very much. We are going to send a camera crew out to follow up everything that's taken place to see if we can bring about change and to show you, the viewer, that if you do stand up as a community, you can change things. Check out the number that'll be coming up at the end of the show, and if you want to help out in any way to keep this pool open or any of the other things that you've seen on our past shows, if you want to be a part of the solution, please give us a call. Once again, thank you for inviting us into your home.